are you doing in there? Hmm? What are you doing in there? I don't believe these two kitties. These two fur babies. Well, y'all, I wanted to show you. I've got marigold seeds down in here that I just gathered out there. And I've got 3 freezer bags. These are nothing but seeds. Marigold seeds, y'all. I got 3 bags of marigold seeds. That would plant a lot of marigolds. Plus, I've got this 1 pound coffee container full of marigold seeds. Look at that. So I've got quite a few marigolds. I've got to figure out where I'm going to plant a bunch of marigolds next year. But here's what I do to store them better. I take the little dried flour and I just break it apart and get the seeds out of it, you know, so they're all mixed together. That way I don't have to pull it apart when I go to plant them. I've got a bunch of them mixed together. That way if one flower had bad seeds, it doesn't matter because they're mixed in all the other seeds. And you're bound to get some good seeds out of all that. I mean, I'm pretty sure most of them are, you know, good seeds. But you'll always come across one, just one. That's all you do. That's what I do anyway. You can leave them whole, you know, just like you picked them off the bush dried. You can put them in a baggie just like that and break them apart when you go to plant them. That's totally up to you. I figured I'd have less storage space, or they would fill up the container a little bit better if I broke them apart, but I don't know which way is better. I really don't. Either way is good. Because I had so many marigold seeds, I said, I don't know where I'm going to put all these. And I said, I need to come up with a solution to take as least amount of space as possible. So this is what I decided to do. And see, a lot of them are already broken apart anyway. They've fallen out of the little flower shell. Or most of them have fallen out. See, a lot of times when you pick them up, they just break apart anyway. So I just went ahead and broke them apart. But you can plant just one marigold plant. And I'm breathing the dust from the garden, me walking around out there. But you can take one little old marigold plant, let it flower, let the flowers dry, produce your seeds. And oh my God, you'll have so many seeds off of that just one marigold bush that you can plant marigolds anywhere you want them the next year. I try not to put stems, stuff like that in there. Which, you know, sometimes you can't help it. I'll never forget the first time I ever saw marigold seeds. My mom had planted marigolds. And some of them had dried. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm messing with this and I'm breathing the dust from it. It's making me cough. You know, I love working in the garden. I love working with flowers, but I'm allergic to all this dust and pollen. And you'd say, well, you should have picked something else to like, you know, but hey, you don't choose the things you particularly like in this world, do you? Yeah, I like doing this. That way, just like I said, if you get a bad flower, the seeds don't sprout. You've already got them mixed in with all the other ones. So some of them are bound to grow for you. But I'm pretty sure all of these will. I haven't planted marigolds that they didn't come up and produce a plant. I bought my first pack of marigold seeds years and years ago. I've never bought any more because I save my seeds every year. Yeah, I was going to show you this yesterday when I was doing it, but I said it was way too time consuming. I'm doing this because a lot of them have broke apart already. I mean, I just touched them out there and they come apart. But you know, if one or two come up in your compost, that's okay. When you realize what it is, just pull it out and plant it where you want it. You can transplant it, just like you do the tomatoes or anything else that come up in your compost. You know, I try not to put seeds in there, but you know, there's no way to keep 100% of the seeds out of your compost when you're composting tomatoes and everything else. You know, there might be one or two down in here that I didn't separate, but for the most part, they've been separated. But oh my God, y'all, if these seeds were separated and put in the little packs that you buy at the store, how much do you think I'd have there? Because one little old pack of seeds, at the cheapest you can get them at the Dollar Tree for $1.25 a package. Or sometimes you can get them like 4 or 5 of them for $1.25. But if you go to places like Walmart or any other store and buy a seed package, you're going to pay a lot of times at least $2, $3 or more for those seeds. And you get maybe that much seeds in your package that I got in my fingers right there. That's all you get. How many packages of seed do you think I've got right here that I could have sold for like $3 or $4 a package? Oh my God, just look at this. There's hundreds of packages of seed here. So no, I'm not throwing any of my seeds away. I'll gather them all. And I'll do something with them. I'll plant them somewhere. I may have a yard full of marigolds next year. But anyway, I thought you'd like to see that. That's a lot of marigold seeds right there, y'all. That's hundreds of dollars of marigold seeds. Got men at work today. Ay.
Ah, pues me dijeron que rápido.
¿Cómo es esta, no?
Sí.
No, no, pero aquí no me tiene datos. Sí, el mareo está por dentro.
Sí, porque yo las escaleras puse allá de este lado. No, vamos a la chingada, ¿cómo va a ser? Te digo que no sirve. No, güey. Y esta madre no alcanzan para allá, güey. Y luego ya no quise porque si empiezan a pegar, ni modo de quitarles el pinche. ¿Cómo le hacemos si no nos alcanza? Y no traemos extensiones cortitas. Que tuviera la de ahí de la casa, pero yo no sé quién me agarró las otras, güey. Una cafecita y una blanca. La café sí, no, pero me falta otra.
Well, I got those covered with a shade cloth. That's where I planted the few radish, a short row of spring onions, and some lettuce. But this sun is so intense out here, I know they're not going to survive without a little bit of shade over them and plenty of water. So, since they're not under the trees, I went ahead and put that shade cloth on them. So hopefully that'll help. And the wind's blowing. I didn't put anything on my hair except wash it. And the wind's blowing it everywhere. It looks terrible. But anyway, I just thought I'd give you that little bit of information on my updates for the garden. And that's it, putting that little bit of shade cloth over the top of the new seeds that I just planted yesterday.